Hey y'all, it's Olivia, aka florwalsims on Tumblr. I thought I'd make a little overview video for the save file I just released on New Year's. It's called portsim save file. It's based off my hometown. So a lot of these builds are real places and I just modified them to fit what I needed them to be. But before we get into anything, quick trigger warning. I'm using my brother's computer because that's what I play on. I don't have my own computer. But I'm using his mic and I've never recorded a video for YouTube. I don't really know what I'm doing and I don't have a script. I'm just trying to wing it. But the keyboard and mouse are mad aggressively loud. So if you hear that in the back, I apologize, but I'm just trying to work with what I got. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is the download page on my Tumblr. I'll put the link in the description. You can read more about the save here. You can check out the Portsim County Index. Some of them don't have stories yet, but I'm working on it. Some do. This is a girl that's missing. This is the gang. So you go all the way to the bottom and that's where the download links are. So there's the no CC version. And then there's the lit version that requires wicked whims, basemental drugs, shit like that. And then a few CC items that just make the ice cream parlor and the blue store have more functional items. So yeah, slot 3 is the no CC version, and then slot 2 is the lit version that I didn't think would do as well as it did, but it's got way more downloads. So yeah, link in the description. So these are the households. I evicted all the pre-made townies because I never play with them and I just wanted it to be full of new Sims. Shout out to Cowpants Snacks and Night Lioness on Tumblr for letting me use some of their Sims as background townies so there's not as many ugly NPCs. But I gave all the households descriptions. They have skills, likes, dislikes. Some of them have college degrees, sentiments, lifestyle, stuff like that. A lot of these houses either know each other or they're related. For example, this is Sheena Harris. She's the mayor of Portsim. And this is her sister Rhonda and her kids. And then their dad Augustus lives at the nursing home. So I tried to make everything feel very connected and interesting. You can go on my Tumblr on the Portsim County Index and read all their backstories. So it's one city called Portsim, but it's 3 worlds. So you got Willow Creek, New Crest, and Magnolia Promenade. So I wrote world descriptions. It's like a little intro, and then I wrote the street names and where they're supposed to be located because, for example, this is part of Old Town, which is the downtown area, but so is this. So yeah, if you just go here, you can kind of see where everything's supposed to be located. This is the Olive Branch Cemetery. It's got a pond over here. If you go into the game, it's going to be some ducks swimming in the pond. There's a seating area with a garden. I like my builds to have sections that are good for taking screenshots. And I also just like to have cemetery lots because I want my Sims to be able to visit their past loved ones without having that ugly ass urn on their fireplace. So there are some Portsim townies that died that are buried here. There's a little kid area and some more graves over here. So yeah, on to the next build. So these are the county apartments and Devin lives here. He is Jared's old best friend and Jared shot him right here because Devin is a rapper and he just got signed to P-Town Records, but the record label only wanted him. So Jared was real upset over that and retaliated. He shares an apartment with his friend Bo, who's about to go to work, and Bo's girlfriend Star, who is a dominatrix. Corey just moved into the apartments, and Devin's got a real big crush on her. She's got a cat. Her name's Lilith, and she's tweaking. But yeah, here's the apartments. There's a unit that's empty, another unit that's empty, and then I just did platforms on this one because I got sick of looking at the empty apartment when I was playing in this one. So yeah, on to the next household. This is one of the starter homes. It's unfurnished, just has a bathroom, laundry room, and a kitchen. It's on County Street, which is not a very good area, as you can tell. There's a gang that runs this block, and that's another starter house that's more rundown. This is my favorite neighborhood. It's based off my neighborhood, except for this burnt down house. I used to live in these apartments in real life when I was a kid, and they're a few blocks down from my real house. This was a real condemned house in my neighborhood that they started renovating now, and this is where the County Street Crew gang lives. So this is the County Street Crew. Loco is the gang leader. This is his fiancée Tiara. They got a kid named Kingston. He's bad, but he's funny. This is JJ. This is Valeria. And this is White Boy Gary. So yeah, you can join the gang if you want, but you gotta let them all beat your sim's ass if your sim wants to join. So now I'm gonna take y'all to the blue store that they run. This is the blue store. It is based off a real mini mart that me and my friends used to go to when we were badass teenagers. We would buy 4 Locos and packs of Newports because they never ID'd anybody. I put functional objects here so you can buy chips, rolling papers, vapes, condoms, bongs, cigarettes, backwoods. You can get fish. These are functional. You can buy a slushie, a drink, medicine for your sims and their pets. If you got a drug dealer sim, they can buy this and cut their coke with it. This is a quick meal fridge. You can get coffee, pretzels. This is the Banks household. Alf is the police chief of Portsim. Look, the mayor's calling him. Not them trying to have a baby. No, that's not a good idea. You don't got room in your house. Anyway, this is his son Jared. He's not supposed to be a likable character, but I love him. He's got anger issues and he be shooting people, including his best friend. But that doesn't matter. Not a lot of people in the world like him. Even the dog don't like him. I love him. On to the next household. This is Manor Park. It's just in a neighborhood. It's got a basketball court, playground, grilling area, bathrooms. This is also the last place that Whitney Bird, who lives over here, was seen, and nobody can find her, so she's got a missing poster on my Tumblr if you want to check it out. But I'm about to show y'all her grandma. This is Cheyenne Bird. She owns the florist that's connected to the pharmacy. This is her house. Just a little old lady house. This is Whitney's bedroom, her granddaughter who's missing. You can see what she looks like right there because she's not in the save. You can read more about her and like see her missing poster, all that shit on my Tumblr. She's got 2 dogs who are hungry and in heat apparently. But anyway, this is where Charles Boyce lives. He is a real weirdo freak bitch. He lives in this house all alone. He has a library, he plays chess. He had a pregnant wife, but she went missing in the 80s, and they never finished the nursery. He's got a seance room, and he is in a cult that worships the mother plant. So yeah, he is real creepy. I mean, look at his basement. Like, guess where his wife went? But yeah, he is a real weirdo, and his only friend is a senile old man. So this is one of the downtown areas. It's got an Italian restaurant, outdoor seating, apartments upstairs, and then under that is just an empty store, so I can add more to that later. Music venue, workplace for the freelance Sims, clothing store, sushi restaurant, yoga studio. Then this is a movie theater, cafe, a library upstairs, and a vet clinic. I'm on the music venue lot, so you can go get tickets and then see a show. You can take pictures with the performers. The performers can go in here to the green room, get lit. Upstairs is a bar, and it's got some dingy looking bathrooms. And then this building is for the freelancer Sims. So if your Sim is a freelancer and you get bored of them just working from home all the time, they can come here. It's a photography studio, styling station, recording studio. It's got a booth, and then a office space for your writer Sims. So yeah, that's this area. My family's being loud in the back, my bad. This is where the Cook family lives. They live on Main Street. There's a thrift store, a boba shop, a bakery, and a post office. These two are just empty stores because when new packs get released, I want to be able to make new stores that I wouldn't be able to before. So some of them are just like for lease. But this is the Cook family. You'll never guess why their last name's Cook. This is Leroy. He's the dad. This whole house used to be a meth lab, but then Leroy's wife, Leanne, died in an explosion and they never cleaned it up for real, so they moved the lab to where their outhouse is. So yeah, they got a meth lab. This is Roy Jr. He's in a metal band and he's signed to P-Town Records. And this is his twin brother Timothy, who just likes to take care of the chickens. This is baby Shelly, who's glitching into her dad's back, which is creepy as hell, but whatever. This is Angelica. She wants to be an actress. They all get very methed up. They got a dog, a cat named Mr. Evil, and they even got a raccoon. So yeah, love that little tweaker family. This is the Trinity Church. It's a community space. I missed Sims 3 seasonal festivals and we don't really have anything like that in Sims 4. So I took each sub-venue and just made them fit with each season. So this is summer, which is the default one. You got just a basic church, kitchen, bathrooms. But I made the parking lot fit with each season so you can watch movies, grill, get some food, set off fireworks, kids can come swimming. The spring one is a community garden, so your Sims can come garden. And there's a cottage living stall. This one is the winter one. It looks a lot better when it's actually snowing. But it's a Christmas tree farm. You can get hot cocoa, donations pile, gift wrapping section. You can come sell your art, and kids can come draw. This is the only one where the church on the inside real changes. The fall one's my favorite. It's a pumpkin patch. So this took so fucking long, bro. Way too long. You can carve pumpkins, draw, get apple cider, and get some candy. Yeah, I just wanted to have a fun little seasonal lot, so I made this. But the pumpkin patch is my favorite, because fall is my favorite season. This is where the mayor of Portsim lives with her family. They live in one of the downtown sections. She lives with her husband, Elliot, who is a vet. They used to own the vet clinic, but it kept not working right when they owned it, so they don't own it no more. But I love Sheena. She's the first sim I created for this save. She's super pretty. She's a Port Sim City official with the police chief, Alf. They got 2 daughters, Mariah, who's not supposed to be living with them, but I did not know where to put her. She's super pretty. She's very smart and she loves fashion. Then you got their daughter Deja, who's in high school. She's an artist and she takes painting classes by one of the Sims in the save. The club hangout for the painting classes is at this art center. So if your sim wants to join, anybody can join, and y'all can go down to the art center and paint. So this is a cafe, but it's multiple buildings. So it's a church, it's got an old cemetery, just a basic old church, and then this is the cafe. This is inspired by one of my favorite cafes ever. They make really good coffee, and they have a room that has just hella pictures and paintings that's super cute, so I incorporated that. There's also a barber shop, which isn't really that functional. My cat is walking on my piano right now. Phoenix, can you not? Anyway, barber shop, and then little seating area, and your sim can come and perform for the people that are drinking their coffee outside. This is Simside Plaza. It's got Chinese restaurant. The lot type is set to spa because there's a nail salon, but you can come get boba and you can use these stalls. That's the restaurant. This is the salon. This also took me so damn long to make. I was losing my mind. This is a bar. It only plays metal music because this is inspired by a bar called Tap It that I go to, and they always have loud ass metal music playing. This is a pizzeria. Just a old school little place to get pizza. It's even on the ground. But I like the way this lot looks way better at night. I used high school years RGB lights, and then I sized down some spa day lights. But I thought that looked cool. It's in Magnolia Promenade. It's a bar right here called Groves, which is another bar I go to a lot. It's just a little sports bar. This is an abandoned house, a law office, Indian restaurant, and then a hookah lounge in the basement. And this is a soul food restaurant. So yeah, that's what Magnolia Promenade looks like. I made a lot of houses, but I only play with a few households at a time, and I wanted there to be a big emphasis on community lots, and I wanted to fit as many things as I could in each lot, so you didn't have to go through a lot of loading screens and shit wouldn't get boring. So yeah, that's Magnolia Promenade. I also, because I'm a freak bitch and I love cemeteries, there's also one right here. I want to add more tool mod items to this later, but I just wanted to get my save out, so this is the first version. And that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I forgot to record an outro, so this is a few days later. My brother is editing it for me, and he did some really cool sound effects and special effects, so thank you, Izzy, for that. Thank you to everybody that watched this. If you play in the save, please tag me on Tumblr so I can see it. And I can't wait to add to this and add more worlds. Goodbye. Mwah.